なら容赦はせぬ。
Fantasy anime is an iconic genre that takes place in many cases in a world that doesn't really exist, full of possibilities, powers, magic, and lots more to discover, which makes it one of the most beloved genres when it comes to anime, which is why in today's video we will be going over 10 fantasy anime series you all need to watch. Maybe you haven't seen them or at least heard of them, but now you definitely should consider checking these out. So if you are new here, then please do me a favor and subscribe with the notifications bell turns on, as it really helps my channel out in the long run. Now, without keeping you all waiting, let us begin with the video.
交響曲第5番運命
Kick things off with Tact OP Destiny, which is quite a unique title and of course a concept that combines action and music together to create a very interesting series that focuses on conductors and music arts. Music arts being the ones that fight the monsters of this world called the D2, and the conductors are the ones that control the music arts in telling them, what to do during the fights. It's kind of like, master and servant if you wish to put it that way, and this series is actually a collaboration between Mappa and Madhouse, which turned out to be really good so far. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing, especially since I'm not a huge fan of the music genre, but it actually works with the action really well. Slice of life anime is one of the key factors to relaxation and enjoyment, and in this case, when it comes to Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which is a very wholesome anime series revolving around dragon folks visiting the human world to live a more normal life in this society while blending in with people in a human form rather than their dragon form. Toru is a dragon that has decided to become a dragon maid for an office lady named Kobayashi to do general housework, and her, she also lives with her, which is, the exciting part. Kana, who is also a very cute little dragon girl who acts like the daughter, and many more characters with so much personality, vibrant colors, beauty that surrounds this anime.
Ah, Toru! 今日こそお前を連れ戻消されエルマ。真の力を見せなさい。紅鉄器。
Eden Zero is a new rising shonen series from Hiro Mashima, who's the creator of a long-running shonen series called Fairy Tail, which ended a while ago, but it is returning back for the 100-year quest anime, which has announced back, a few months back actually. Eden Zero is its own anime, focusing on brand new characters, world lore, and story. Shiki, who is a human being, lives on a planet full of robots that took good care of him. He has never seen another human being until one day, Rebecca and her cat Happy came to explore this planet, and upon landing, well, disaster kinda struck them. Now fleeing the planet together, they are on an adventure to, find more recruits and more people to join them, and, on their search for Mother, who is hidden somewhere deep in the galaxy.
いいか、このことは誰にも言うんじゃねえぞ。よし、行け。アホなガキがいたもんだ。
Wit Studios surprisingly have decided to do their very own passion project in creating a series called Osama Ranking, which is from a very old manga. It's quite underrated, but it's one of the most unique anime series this season with very good looking art style that kind of reminded me of Mob Psycho back when it first came out. Ranking of Kings follows Prince Boji, who is the next candidate for the throne after his father died, but he unfortunately is deaf, meaning he can't hear or even speak. Many, however, do underestimate his ability to take on a role of a king due to his disability, but somehow, some way, he wants to prove everyone wrong about him. This is a beautiful journey about Boji wanting to become stronger and, a person whom everyone can depend on.
わかったよ。王になって遊んで暮らせる世の中を作ってくれよ。はい。気長に待ってるぜ。
The The King's Avatar is one of the greatest Chinese anime series ever created, where people play an MMO game that takes place in a fantasy world and is filled with, competitions, action, and insane events taking place. The main character is known as a legendary gamer and a veteran at being the absolute best player in the game, but recently he actually announced his retirement, which was then, he went off the platform, meaning no one exactly knows what has happened to him. But one day, for his deep love of games and passion, he has decided to come back to the game, but instead of going on his main account, he has created a Smurf account to start from the bottom and rise again as a true gamer. Without the help of his sponsors or even anyone else, he will use his general game knowledge to get back on top on his brand new account without anyone knowing who he really is.
这么大风险，是为了什么？
为了荣耀，为了总冠军。
その女の子を返してください。
それはできません。エリスお嬢様には言ってもらわねばならないところがあるのです。
A lot of people say Mushoku Tensei is the grandfather of Isekai. Well, I simply just call it a masterpiece because it really is one, to be honest. One of the unique things about the series is that it doesn't really have an opening at all, but uses establishing shots to tell a story that may or may not impact an episode, and also just show off how beautiful the world building really is. It has one of the best Isekai characters you will ever get to see, and one of the most exciting journeys that you will sit down and watch.
Egg を割る隙もないじゃないか、アイ。レオンを出さなきゃやられるぞ。
ダメ。
Wonder Egg Priority is quite the unique story, but just before we talk about it, do me a favor, do not watch the special episode because you will hate it so much. And just to save you time, watch the actual 12th episodic anime. Ai suffers from trauma, and so she stays in her room a lot and doesn't really go to school much at all. She's only left with grappling onto a new reality where demons exist and gets roped into purchasing an egg called Wonder Egg. It's a weird show, but to be honest, the weirder it is, the more interesting it gets.
誰も愛せないんだ。
同じ口で僕と付き合おうと言ったんだ。
うるせえ。あれば眠れたのに。もしかして枕か。枕の質が悪いからか。
Sleepy Princess in Demon Lord's Castle is a very cute slice of life series about a kidnapped princess who lives in the castle of the great powerful demon lord who keeps her in captive to draw in the hero. But is she really in captive? I mean, even though she roams around the castle freely to do her own will, but she ultimately wants a very comfy bed to sleep in, yet struggles daily to achieve the perfect bed that she really desires. The series goes by for the princess doing certain quests to obtain resources for her room and bed to make herself at home and more comfy. If you like cute girls doing cute stuff, then this right here is the show for you.
難民のためなんだ。許せ。
禁止。だいたいそんな妄想しなくても。社には俺がいるじゃん。
Do you guys like going to the toilet? I think none of us do, but we gotta go when we gotta go. What if I tell you about the rumors of a ghost that resides in the girl's bathroom? Thus, a girl has decided to go and find out whether that's true, and upon doing so, she actually learns about Hanako, who is a boy, and wants to grant her a special wish upon summoning him. And after a series of unfortunate events, let's just say that, she wanted a more romantic relationship with someone, but unfortunately ended up being Hanako's assistant and enter a strange world full of, let's just say, magical things.
ご褒美。元気の出るおまじない。
finally on this list we have is Beauforty, which is about a girl named Maple who falls in love with MMORPG games and creates her avatar, which she specs completely into vitality. She's someone who doesn't really like to get hurt, and so specking only into vitality will make her extremely tanky to the point where she might even become invincible. She even enters a tournament and scores extremely high to the point where even veteran players start to notice her abilities. Maple is slow on the move as she carries her trusty shield, and the series is actually getting a second season sometime soon, which I'm really looking forward to. The fantasy journey has now come to an end as we have reached the end of the video, so I just wanted to thank you all so much for watching all the way to the very end. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and as always, I'll be seeing you all in the next one.